Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. You often feel like you are carrying the weight of the world in silence. In a culture that celebrates constant noise, relentless activity, and the shiny facade of outward success, your internal battles often go unnoticed. You manage anxiety that threatens to spill over. You suppress anger when the world feels unfair, and you endure grief while showing up to work every day with a smile. You might sometimes wonder if you are breaking under the pressure. You might look at the chaotic state of the world, the economic uncertainty, the social division, the demands of modern life, and feel small. But the ancient Stoics would tell you that this very pressure is not destroying you, it is forging you. True strength isn't about being unfeeling, cold, or invincible. It is about how you process the chaos. It is about what happens inside your head when the world falls apart outside of it. In this video, we will reveal 7 specific signs that you possess a rare, stoic inner strength, signs that prove you are far more powerful than you give yourself credit for. If you are ready to discover the quiet power within you, click subscribe to join our community at Timeless Wisdom Official, and let's begin.
Sign 1. You do not suffer imagined troubles. The first sign of deep inner strength is that you have stopped suffering in advance. We live in an era of what if. The modern American mind is plagued by a specific kind of torture called catastrophizing. You know this feeling well. It is the anxiety that wakes you up at 3 a.m. It is the spiraling thought process that starts with a vague rumor about layoffs at work and ends, 10 minutes later, with you imagining yourself homeless and destitute. It is the slight cough that your mind immediately convinces you is a terminal illness. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most people are weak because they are slaves to these mental projections. They bleed energy fighting battles that haven't happened yet. They ruin their present happiness by borrowing trouble from a future that may never arrive. But you are different. You are strong because you have learned to separate actual problems from mental monsters. When a crisis looms, you do not panic. You look at the situation with what the Stoics called objective representation. You strip away the terrifying adjectives and look at the raw data. If you lose a client, you do not tell yourself, "I am a failure and my career is over." You tell yourself, "A business contract has ended. I need to find a new one." This doesn't mean you don't care or that you don't plan for the future. It means you refuse to pay interest on a debt you haven't taken out yet. You focus your immense energy on solving what is directly in front of you right now. While the rest of the world is paralyzed by the fear of what might happen next month or next year, you are effective, calm, and grounded in what is happening today. That ability to stay present, to hold your ground against the ghosts of the future, is a definitive sign of a powerful mind. Sign 2. You are kind when others are angry. The second sign that you are a very strong person is that you remain kind, or at least calm, when everyone around you is angry. Look around at our current culture. We are addicted to outrage. Whether it is a screaming match in traffic, a hostile comments section on social media, or the bitter polarization of our political landscape, the default reaction for most people today is to fight fire with fire. If someone insults us, we insult them back. If someone cuts us off, we honk. We feel justified in our anger. But the Stoics, specifically Marcus Aurelius, understood a profound truth. Anger is not a sign of strength. It is a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you have lost control of your own mind and handed the remote control of your emotions to a stranger. To scream back is easy. To lose your temper requires zero discipline. But to remain composed in the face of disrespect? That requires the strength of a warrior. When you are truly strong, you understand that other people's bad behavior is not about you. It is a reflection of their own internal struggle. When a coworker snaps at you or a stranger is rude to you at the grocery store, you don't take the bait. You realize that they might be fighting a battle you know nothing about. Maybe they are in pain, maybe they are scared, or maybe they were just never taught how to regulate their emotions. Instead of seeing them as an enemy to be destroyed, you view them as someone who is unwell. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you ask yourself, if they are mistaken, instruct them kindly and show them the cause of their error. If you cannot, blame yourself or blame no one. This doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. It means you choose your response. You protect your peace so fiercely that you refuse to let someone else's toxicity poison your day. While the weak person explodes and regrets it later, you observe, you breathe, and you proceed with dignity. You break the cycle of aggression. That restraint is true power. Sign 3. You value your own evaluation over external validation. The third sign is perhaps the most difficult one to master in our modern age. You have stopped outsourcing your self-esteem. We live in a world designed to make you crave validation. From the moment we wake up, we are bombarded with metrics that supposedly measure our worth. The number of likes on a post, the job title on a LinkedIn profile, the brand of car in the driveway, and the approving nods of our neighbors. The Instagram effect has convinced an entire generation that if it wasn't seen and applauded by others, it didn't happen, and it doesn't matter. Most people are trapped on a treadmill of performance. They change their opinions to fit in with the crowd. They buy things they cannot afford to impress people they do not even like. Their happiness is entirely dependent on the mood of the room. If the world applauds, they feel high. If the world criticizes, they crumble. But you have built what the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius called the inner citadel. You understand that fame and reputation are things outside of your control, and therefore, they are not reliable sources of happiness. You have switched from an external scorecard to an internal one. You are strong because you can do a job excellently without needing a pat on the back. You can hold an unpopular opinion because you have reasoned it out and know it to be true. You can walk away from a heated argument or a bad business deal even if it makes you look weak to the spectators, because you know it was the right decision for your integrity. When you look in the mirror at the end of the day, you don't ask, "Did they like me?" You ask, "Did I live up to my own standards?" If the answer is yes, the applause of millions adds nothing, and the criticism of millions takes nothing away. This independence from the good opinion of others is the ultimate freedom. Sign 4. You embrace the art of acquiescence, amor fati. The fourth sign of a very strong person is that you do not argue with reality. You practice what the Stoics called amor fati, a love of fate. In the West, and particularly in American culture, we are conditioned to be fixers. We believe we should have total control over our environment. We want the traffic to move when we are late, we want the weather to be perfect for our vacation, and we want our plans to execute flawlessly. When life inevitably throws a wrench in the gears, a flight delay, a sudden layoff, a breakup, or a diagnosis, the average person reacts with denial, intense frustration, or victimhood. They scream, "Why is this happening to me? This isn't fair." But you realize that screaming at reality is like screaming at the rain to stop falling. It changes nothing and only exhausts you. Strength is found in malleability. You are not rigid like glass, which shatters when hit. You are fluid like water, which flows around the obstacle. When the unexpected happens, you pivot instantly. You skip the denial phase and move straight to the action phase. You don't ask, "Why me?" You ask, "Okay, this has happened. What can I do with this?" This isn't about passive resignation. It is about active utilization. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." The weak person is extinguished by the obstacle. The strong person uses the obstacle as fuel. You see a job loss not as a tragedy, but as the forceful nudge you needed to finally start that business or change careers. You see a difficult relationship ending not as a failure, but as a lesson in self-reliance. You accept the plot twist, and you keep writing your story. Sign 5. You are ruthlessly selective with your time. The fifth sign is that you treat your time as your most precious commodity. We live in a culture that wears busyness as a badge of honor. If you ask the average American how they are doing, the answer is almost always, "I'm so busy." We suffer from a collective fear of missing out, FOMO. We overcommit to social events we don't enjoy, we say yes to projects that drain us, and we spend the hours in between doom scrolling through news feeds that only increase our anxiety. Seneca wrote a treatise called On the Shortness of Life, in which he argued, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." You are strong because you have the courage to say no. You understand that every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to your health, your peace, or your family. You are willing to disappoint others temporarily to protect your long-term focus. You don't let people pick your brain 4 hours without a purpose. You don't let the algorithm dictate your evening. You set boundaries without guilt. While others are killing time, you are investing it. This strength often manifests in small, quiet moments. It is the strength to put your phone away at the dinner table and be fully present with your partner. It is the strength to sit in silence and think, rather than reaching for a distraction. You realize that you will never get this day back, so you refuse to give it away to things that do not matter. You live with intention, not on autopilot. Sign 6. You view obstacles as fuel, not barriers. The sixth sign that you possess deep inner strength is that you have a fundamentally different relationship with failure than most people. When the average person hits a wall, a financial crisis, a creative block, or a personal rejection, they tend to stop. They view the obstacle as a sign that they should turn back. They adopt a victim mindset, blaming the economy, the government, their upbringing, or bad luck. They say, "I can't do this because of X." But you possess what modern psychologists call anti-fragility. Like a muscle that only grows when it is torn under the stress of weightlifting, you use stress to become better. You don't just survive hard times, you are actually better because of them. This is the core of Stoicism. The obstacle is the way. The impediment to action advances action. You are strong because you do not wish for an easy life. You wish for the strength to endure a difficult one. When you face a failure, you don't wallow in self-pity. You ask yourself a powerful question. What skill is this situation forcing me to develop? If you are dealing with a difficult person, you are learning patience. If you are dealing with a financial loss, you are learning budgeting and resourcefulness. If you are dealing with loneliness, you are learning self-sufficiency. You act like an alchemist, turning the lead of your struggles into the gold of your character. You know that the road to success isn't a straight line, it is a path paved with the very rocks that blocked your way. Sign 7. You are conscious of your own mortality. The seventh and final sign is the most profound of all. You are not afraid to look at the end. In Western culture, we are obsessed with hiding death. We hide aging with creams and surgeries, we avoid discussing end-of-life plans, and we live our days as if we have an unlimited supply of them. This denial makes us weak. It makes us procrastinate on our dreams. It makes us hold on to petty grudges because we think we have time to forgive later. It makes us sleepwalk through life. But you practice memento mori. You remember that you must die. This is not a morbid obsession. It is a vibrant, life-affirming realization. Because you know your time is limited, you live with urgency and appreciation. You don't leave the important words unsaid. You tell your family you love them today. You pursue your passion today. You forgive quickly because you know the clock is ticking for both you and the person who wronged you. You are strong because you do not take this morning for granted. While others complain about the weather or the traffic, you are secretly grateful just to be here, breathing, experiencing the ride. This awareness gives your relationships a depth and sincerity that others can feel. You treat every goodbye as if it might be the last, and in doing so, you extract the maximum amount of sweetness from every single moment of your life. Being a strong person isn't about how much weight you can lift at the gym or how loud you can shout in a meeting. It is not about dominating others or accumulating wealth. True strength is the quiet discipline of the mind. It is the ability to accept what you cannot change, the courage to be kind in a cruel world, and the wisdom to value your own integrity above all else. It is the power to stand still when the world is spinning out of control. If you recognized yourself in these signs, know that you are building an inner fortress that the world cannot break. And if you feel you are not quite there yet, remember this: strength is a practice, not a gift. It is a muscle you build. Every time you choose patience over anger, every time you choose action over anxiety, and every time you choose kindness over indifference, you are adding another brick to your citadel. Every day is a new opportunity to choose the strong path. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us today. In a world full of distractions, your choice to be here, seeking wisdom and growth, says a lot about who you are. If this video resonated with you, if it helped you see your own potential a little more clearly, please subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Official. Like this video and share it with someone who might need this reminder of their own strength. And I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 signs do you see in yourself? Which one is the hardest for you to master? Let us know in the comments below. We love reading your stories and learning from your journey. Stay strong, keep building your inner citadel, and I will see you in the next video.